Hi guys. Okay, so I'm gonna put in the thumbnail. Try to remember to put in the thumbnail the picture of my foot in comparison to the other foot and how I'm doing as far as healing goes and all of that good stuff. It is healing nicely. It's still painful. It's still swollen. Obviously, I've been doing plenty of ice, and I also have a new gadget. It's actually gel, and it has straps attached to it, and you freeze it. You put it in a plastic little thingy that comes with it, like a little sleeve thing, and you put it in the freezer, and you use that in place of ice. And it's smooth on one side, and it's a different material on the other side. One side is for more intense cold, and the other one is for cold but not so intense. I'm gonna do the intense because I need all the help I could get with this inflammation. Um, in case y'all are wondering, some of y'all probably going, inflammation from what? What is she talking about? I had a bunionectomy on my left foot, and I also had a lapiplasty. It's similar to a lapiplasty, and I don't know if I told you this, but they also put staples in my bone. Staples in my bone to make sure. They'll either use plates, staples, or something similar, and he put staples in. So yeah, that's what's going on there. So yeah, of course, they cut a piece of the bone out and realign the toe, and then put the staples in. Surgery took about, I want to say, about an hour and a half or something along those lines. I can't remember, somewhere in there. But it looks better. I can wet it now in the shower and that kind of thing, so we're good on that. I don't have to wear a sleeve, so we're good on all of that. It's still sore. I'm obviously going to have my walking boot probably until my next doctor visit, which is not until January, beginning of January, I think, or something along those lines. I think. But I'll be in the boot until I see him again. And we'll take it from there to see if I could wear a regular shoe, if my foot even has tolerance for a regular shoe. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, so something that I never saw online, and I think I might be the only person who's mentioned this. I don't know. But something that you have to make sure that you do not underestimate the power of the media, the power of any type of magazines, articles. These types of situations can, out of loneliness, and start playing with your head, and then the next thing you know, you're feeling lonely. Next thing you know, you're reaching out to the narcissist, and you know you should not, because you're no longer together. You have a moment of weakness, or you get to thinking. Or another thing that plays a role, which you may not even realize, is music. Music will make you crave that person, especially if you guys had your own love song. Whenever you heard it, you'd smile and you'd remember, all this. Some people do, some couples do that. They choose a song, a love song that they consider theirs. Um, but if you listen to the lyrics of music, music is very fantasy based. A lot of it is fantasy based. We're gonna be in love. I'm gonna be with you forever, and it's just so romantic and all this passion and all of this. But if you're with the terrible person, none of that is true. Okay, none of that is true. You're not. It's not super passionate, and it's not lovey dovey, and the person doesn't feel like I can't live without you type of deal. It's not like that. So if you read these super romantic articles, and I know some magazines emphasize a lot on getting it on, they want everybody doing it. Okay. Um, and reality is not in those articles. If you do this, your man will feel this way. If you do this, your man will feel this way. You know, if you want to keep the spark alive, do this and that. And what they're not going to tell you is that you can do everything in the world. But when that person, if they're a toxic person, they're going to get bored with you anyway. You could stand on your damn head. You could spin around. You could have, juggle balls or bowling pins in your hands. It don't matter. It don't matter. And a common thread, and I'm going to go off on a slight tangent right now. A common thread is I did everything for him. Or sometimes it's men do everything for the woman and she takes advantage. She's a narcissist and she took advantage of him. My foot's killing me. Give me a minute. Okay. So yeah, the more you do for a toxic person, the less they appreciate you and the less they respect you. For a person who isn't toxic, the more you do, the more they want to do for you. You took me to lunch, I'm taking you for lunch next week. You paid for the movie, I'm paying for the movie this time. You bought coffee, I got, today's on me. Or whatever the case is. When we go out, you bought drinks last time, I'm buying them this time. Whatever the case may be, it's reciprocal. With a toxic person, there is no reciprocity. There is no reciprocity. There may be some in the beginning because you're being manipulated in the beginning. You're being played in the beginning. Okay? But music has a powerful, powerful effect on your mind. I can listen to super romantic music or sexy music, or I don't mean sexy. It's probably a weird word, but a lot of it is sexy. Oh, you're so beautiful and I can't wait to meet you at the altar and all this other stuff. But real life is not like that if you're with a toxic ass person. But the music will start getting to you. If you put too much thought into it, the music will start getting to you. I can listen to it all day and it don't bother me. I'm single like a Pringle, honey. Single like a goddamn Pringle, and I'm good. But I enjoy good music. I enjoy R&B. I enjoy some country. I enjoy Arabian music. My like smooth jazz. My music taste is all over the map, really. But yeah, if you listen to those songs, those romantic love songs that are based on fantasy, not reality in a lot of cases, and the next thing you know, you're calling the person or you're texting them. You cannot mix a song with real life, just like you can't mix a romantic movie with real life, because a lot of times that's just acting. That's not real. Okay. That's a director telling them what to do, how you feel, make yourself look more in love with this person and all this, make your eyes more glassy, stare into her face or stare into his eyes, And they're being told, the actors are being told what to do. That's not real. So we can't allow movies, books, music, magazines, they will mesh with your mind, make you feel more lonely than you actually feel. You're sad now because you listen to all these love songs. That they're making money. Those are artists making money. A lot of people, we're going to keep it real today. A lot of artists are not successful in their personal life. They're not. They've got multiple marriages under their belt, or they've got cheating under their belt, and now they're remarried to somebody else. They're no different than us. So they have problems that we have. Okay? But when they make these romantic love songs, that's to make money. They go with what makes money. That doesn't mean that's what their life looks like, what your life should look like. That's just a song. Don't think more about it than you should. It's just entertainment. Okay? It's just entertainment. So you have to draw a line between what's entertainment and what's real life. But, I guess when I was a lot younger, and those of us that were into romance novels, we got caught up in it. Romance novels are the bane of your existence. Yes, it's great to read. Yes, it's great to let yourself go into this fantasy. Oh my God, he loves her so much. Oh my God, that's beautiful. It's entertainment. It's not real. It's not real. You know, in the movie or in the romance novel, he locked eyes with her across the room. Her heart felt a flutter, his heart skipped a beat, and this and that, and they fell head over heels in love, and you could see them walking on the beach holding hands, and all these passionate lovemaking. They get married and they live together happily ever after, and that's just entertainment. Entertainment. But what it does subliminally, especially for women or girls, if you start to read these books when you're young, right? Harlequin romance novels, good Lord, I was addicted. Are you kidding me? Addicted. Okay. It starts messing with your mind subliminally, and it starts making you crave that. And that's dangerous because it's not real. It's a figment of someone's imagination. They put it in a book because they knew somebody would fall for it. Oh my God, girls are going to love this, or women are going to love this, but it's not real. So you can't crave for something that isn't real because it isn't real. Okay? Just like, girls or young women or older women for that matter, mostly the younger girls, they see all these professional models and they crave looking like that, and they feel depressed and they want to starve themselves, and I want to look like her. No, you don't, because she probably eats a piece of lettuce for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You don't want that. Okay. Those pictures that you see, those are edited, which means it's not real. They will give her a mole, take away a mole, give her freckles, take away. The computer can do all kinds of tricks and slim the legs a little bit more or make them longer. Ain't none of that real. That's manipulated. So you're craving for something that doesn't exist. Do you think models have a perfect body? They do not. They do not. Everybody has flaws on their body, and models are no exception. But if the client is craving a certain look, she's kind of not as tall as we'd like her to be, but she's got the face we're looking for. So all they have to do is use that model and make her legs longer. All they have to do is give her a mole on her right here. Like, I forget who had that. I can't remember. You know what I mean? They can add and take away digitally with the camera, okay? With the computer. So you're craving something that's not real. Those love songs that you listen to, that's not real. Now, is it real for a small percentage of our society? Yes, a tiny, tiny, tiny percentage. Okay? But are they really happy? Has infidelity ever taken place that the wife's not aware of? So she thinks her husband's amazing, because we've already discovered that men will put it anywhere. They will bury their bone anywhere unless they have the epitome of self-control. And when it comes to that, they don't have a lot of self-control. There are some men who will never cheat. That's a tiny percentage. Very tiny percentage. So the husband that you think is so perfect and he's wonderful, and I wish everybody had a man like mine, girl, you don't know what's in his mind, and you don't know that he's been admiring your cousin for ever since he met her. You just don't know what's going on in a person's mind, and they're not always going to tell you because they know that could break your heart and cause you guys to split up. So he's not going to tell you all his fantasies, and he's not going to tell you if he had an affair necessarily. Not always. He's not going to tell you that his secretary is one of the hottest women he's ever seen, even though he's married to you. He ain't going to tell you his secrets. So even though you think you got the best man in the world, honey, 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 there's a lot you don't know, and you probably don't want to know. Again, read the book, What Men Don't Want Women to Know. I said it's a PF file the other day, and I'm blonde. I meant to say PDF file. It's actually a PDF host file, and you could get it free. Just Google What Men Don't Want Women to Know, put PDF host, and the free link will come up. It won't cost you anything. So I read it, and it doesn't really surprise me, because that's men are sexual opportunists. even in a situation where they shouldn't be, they are. Prime example. I was watching, there was a video on YouTube where a woman was in physical therapy and she had shorts on so that she can, have her body manipulated for her therapy. Oh, Lord, it makes me so tired. So what does this guy say in the comments? Nice legs. Do you see what I mean? Sexual opportunist. This is a medical situation. This is not her trying to seduce you, contrary to what your ego is telling you. Okay? This is a medical situation. She's doing this to improve her body and to improve whatever is going on with her body. And you turned it into a pervert session. Stop this shit. But that's how men are. That's just how the hell they are. Everything is an opportunity. All right, back to the media and the magazines and music. These are all outlets that are designed to mess your head up. Disney movies designed to mess your head up. All these love stories are designed to make you crave that. On a subliminal way, in a subliminal way, you start craving that. But again, you're craving something that's not real. You're craving something that was created for your entertainment, for your enjoyment, for you to walk away feeling really good, warm, and fuzzy inside. Well, that's fine to feel that way, but don't think that you can go out and search for what was in a movie because that ain't real. Or what was in a book. That's a book. Okay? And you can't base your life on the 5 people that have a warm, loving relationship, a loving marriage, and they're successful, and there hasn't been any cheating, even though he's fantasized about it because he's a man. It's what they do. He may not have ever acted on it. So maybe you do have a good husband, or you have a good wife, and you guys love each other and can't ever imagine yourself without each other. But that's such a tiny percentage. I talked to a person who said, of all my friends that are married, there's only one couple that I could think of that's happy. See what I mean? So just be careful about falling for an image. Be careful about falling for something that's not real. Be careful about hooking into something that, it made you feel so good. You don't even realize, this is how deep this goes. You don't even realize that this has impacted you subliminally because it's subliminal. So it's in your head, in your mind, but it's way back there. So you don't know it's there, but it will have an impact on you. It'll have an impact on you. And next thing you know, you see Tall, Dark, and Handsome, or you see Miss Gorgeous, or whatever the case may be. And next thing, and they're friendly to you, and they want your number, and all of a sudden your mind goes all the way to the page of, oh my God, this could be it. And you don't, like I said, you don't realize this is happening to you. You don't realize. But these are outlets that are used to entertain you, but it also can mess you up if you go too deep into it. So just enjoy it for the moment, but don't think of it past the moment. Don't take the song and start to pull it into your real life, because your life is real, but that is not. That's just entertainment. So try not to mingle the two, because you set yourself up for heartbreak. You don't want that. you don't want that. All right. So anyway, yeah, I don't see anybody online talking about the impact that music has on craving somebody who is bad for you, or even craving someone who y'all broke up, but it wasn't a bad breakup. The person, y'all are just kind of indifferent to each other, or that person was indifferent to you, or whatever the case may be. These outlets can still have an impact on you. And then now you're craving this person. And in your mind, when you all not only started talking back again, but you realize you can't live without each other. And you don't mix entertainment with real life, because you're asking for problems and you're going to get them. And you don't want that, right? Okay. So one thing that I've been working on, we're going back to my foot for a second, and then I'm going to let you guys go. One thing that I learned when I broke my foot, and I learned it pretty well. One thing you don't want to do is cater to your injured body part. You don't touch it that much. When you wash it in the, like, say this is my leg, right? When I broke it, oh God, it was bad. So when I washed it in the shower, I washed it like this, real gentle. Put soap on my hand. I washed it real gentle. I babied it a lot. Let me tell you why that's a bad idea. Oh my God. I found this out the hard way. You don't want to find out the hard way, okay? Because I washed it so gently and I handled it so gently and I was such a baby with it, I babied the hell out of it. It gets to the point where it is not only hypersensitive to the touch in a bad way, but now it can't handle anything. So if you washed it a little more, not, I don't want to say firmly, but you weren't as gentle the next time, that's going to hurt. Because now that limb or whatever part of your body that's not right, it's got an issue. It's so hypersensitive, it cannot handle anything other than feather touches. The doctor told me, and that's what I experienced when I broke my leg. Doctor told me, you're going to have to work with that and be more firm with it. Don't just wash it like that. Massage it, work it. Because if you don't, this is what's going to happen. Doctor told me, if you can't get that resolved, they're going to send you to, or he's going to send me, somebody's going to send me to physical therapy. And they're going to manually take fabrics of different, like thin and rough and probably like a corduroy material, and they're going to take multiple different textures, and they're going to rough that part of yours. It's going to break that skin in so that it's not so sensitive, and that's going to hurt bad because it's not used to that. Okay. Do not baby that body part. So because I learned such a valid lesson with that, I don't do that with my foot at all. I massage it. I work it. I talk to it. You're okay. You're okay, which sounds weird, but your body and the cells in your body respond to positivity. Yes. So yes, I talked to her. You're okay. You're okay. You're doing good. I know. It hurts. It's okay. And I soothe her. But if this is my toes, I wiggle them around like this, and I can't really work my foot, work it like I want to, but I work it to a certain degree so that I don't develop that hypersensitivity, because you don't want that. You don't, oh God, you don't want that. You don't want that. And I call physical therapy the torture chamber. They're not going to have sympathy on you. They're not going to care if you cry. They're not going to care if you grip the table, you'll grab the table with both hands, and they're going to continue to do it. Don't baby that body part. Whatever you do, for the love of God, don't do it, because you're going to regret it. And I learned that with my leg, like I said. That was a strong, valid lesson. And I dang sure didn't want to be in physical therapy with them torturing me. And there's not a damn thing I could do about it except grit my teeth. Forget no. Absolutely hell no. So don't do it. Touch. Put your fingers into it if it can tolerate that. I just had surgery a few weeks ago, so it's not going to tolerate deep tissue massage. That's a no-no, and that's not going to freaking happen. But you gotta watch yourself, because you don't want to go to the torture chamber. And physical therapy can be a torture chamber. I'm telling you, for real. For real, for real. So anyway, I'm going to put more ice on me. I'm going to chill. And yeah, think about what I said. There's things in your life that can, like I said, for entertainment, but it can mess your mind up and make you crave that and make you put yourself in potentially dangerous situations because you're trying to force this to happen with this person, and that's not meant for you. That's not meant for you, and It's just not. A lot of times you're trying to squeeze a square peg in a round hole, and that does not work, you know. So, but music has a powerful impact. It really does. And it'll make you crave love because they're singing about it. Again, what is it? Entertainment. Don't give it more thought than a minute, you know. Enjoy the song, sing along, bebop around. Hey, you know, Kenny, what's his name? Oh, what's his name? Kenny, no, not Kenny. Oh, I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. Anyway, you could dance, you could sing, you could twirl, you could get sexy with it, you could do whatever, but don't start craving that in real life. Because again, what is it? Entertainment and entertainment only. All right, you guys take care. Much love. Bye.